Alright, welcome back to yet another spooky skeletons and ghosts and spiders and pumpkins and candy corn filled Spooktoberfest. Alright, gotta get it right here. Um, so we've already done a couple of games here. We've started Daymare, we've done Zombies Ate My Neighbors. So I figure let's go back and do some more arcade stuff. Okay? And a couple of games came to mind. A couple. And I've picked two games out tonight, and they run a theme. They have something to do with each other, all right? But I'm gonna start with the hard one first. A little bit of the old super ghosts and ghouls, or ghouls and ghosts. It's either way you want to take it. Ghosts and goblins. It's basically ghosts and goblins, but on the Super Nintendo, and this is my favorite version of the game. I don't know if you'd call this a different version of Ghosts and Goblins, but it's the same basic game as Ghosts and Goblins, but with, you know, different graphics or updated graphics and some new features. And it's not quite as hard as its Nintendo counterpart, its NES counterpart. So this is my favorite version, although it has a difficulty setting, and we're going to play on Professional, which is the highest, above Expert level even. So we're in for a fun time. Very fun time. I can promise to beat it once, probably not twice because of time constraints, but we'll see. I hope the game audio is good. I hope we're not too loud. Either way, let's get into it. So, let me get prepared here. Let us begin. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And look, they're starting strong with the mode 7. That's how you know a game is good, when it starts off with the mode 7. Alright, look at that that JPEG slowly, going up towards the screen. It's panning in, it's graphics. Oh no! Also, does he have a tail, or is that something else? I just noticed. Okay, and welcome to the world of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. We've got 7 levels, and then, that secret boss at the end, which we're probably not gonna get to. So, we can jump, we can shoot, we can jump and shoot, and that's our controls. Alright, so there's a couple of secrets in this game, and the secrets trigger in sort of a weird way, right? Like, in this game, it depends where you are physically as to whether or not, like, a treasure chest will spawn. Also, enemies they're just totally random. They'll spawn all over the place, usually in the worst place possible. And that's the fun of it. Alright. Also, when you fall off a ledge, you just lose all momentum. It's like all momentum is gone and you just fall. Hold on. So I think there's another chest here. I don't have all the chests memorized, but I do have a couple of them memorized. Alright, I know where some of the treasure chests are. Also, I think I just made an oopsie. I think I just did an oopsie right there. The oopsie being that I picked up the crossbow, or the bow and arrow. That's my oopsie number 1. We'll see if oopsie number 1 gets us killed. Yeah, see, that's the problem with the bow and arrow. The problem with the bow and arrow is that when you upgrade it, it gets really, really unwieldy. Like, it's really hard to control where the bullets for it go. Which I'm just gonna call them bullets, because that is essentially what they are, right? So, yeah, that'll happen a lot, right? The problem is, when that is happening, I can't shoot anymore. That's the problem, alright? So, the problem with the bow and arrow is, yeah, when you shoot it off, and one of the bullets gets stuck circling around an enemy, you can't shoot again until the arrow hits something. And sometimes it just doesn't, like sometimes it just never hits its target. Like sometimes when you're really fucking unlucky, it'll just never hit its mark, ever. And when that happens, you're kind of boned. You're kind of at the mercy of the game. Alright, secret treasure chests. And secret treasure chests are cool and all that, but you see that over here? I wants it. Yeah. So this gets rid of the this gets rid of the bow and arrow, which I think is a unilateral positive move, alright? I think it's a good move for our health to get rid of the bow and arrow. Okay. So yeah, it's one of those games, right? You know what I'm talking about. One of those games where, like, not every power-up is a power-up. You know, like, when you play a game and half or more of the power-ups are in fact power-downs that will hinder your progress and probably get you killed, right? It's one of them games. Oh, it's a real fun time. Also, that's probably a trap. There's no good way to open this, is there? I'm just gonna leave it. Because chances are, it's not gonna be anything that I want. Chances are, it's gonna be something that'll get me killed. Again, that's the fun thing about this game. Like, if you already have all of the power-ups that you want, chances are you don't really wanna pick anything else up. You just wanna keep moving, you know? Also, what separates this apart from Super Ghosts and Goblins is you have a power-up. Yeah, you have a nice little power-up button, which lets you shoot off a charged attack. And the charged attack gives you complete and total invulnerability, which is goddamn amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Okay, I thought the skeleton thing was gonna fall out on me. So hold on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can. There we go. A little tricky here. And whoop, again. So here's the thing, right? The difficulty of this game increases exponentially depending on how weak you are. Like, if you don't have any of the power-ups, you know, like none of the... If you don't have any good weapons and you don't have any powered-up armor, the game gets a whole lot harder. Like, I mean, a lot harder. Because just having the ability to go invulnerable for, you know, for like 2 seconds, that will save your ass on multiple occasions. Now, the tricky part, right? The tricky part is keeping your power-ups, because losing your power-ups is incredibly easy in this game. Mostly because of the nature of, like... Oh yeah, look, that's a trap. Mostly because of the nature of the enemy spawns in the game. Enemies just spawn in totally at random. And sometimes enemies will spawn on top of you, and when that happens, like... Yeah, when enemies just spawn on you, options get very limited. They get very limited very quickly. So you could say, like, oh, just have your, you know, have your special power-up ready to go at all times, right? And okay, yeah, that's kind of a solution, but not really. That's kinda sorta, but not really a solution. Alright, I'm just gonna go up here. So yeah, we might get hit by that on the downswing. Let's see if we can get around it. Alright, nice. We dids it. Lots of hair timing here. Lots of very split-second timing. Okay. Yep, don't want any of that. but I gotta watch out, because they might spawn right up my ass. Yep. Okay, just jump over it. just keep moving. A lot of the times, the answer to your problem is just keep moving. It's like so often in this game, the answer is keep moving. Because, you know, the enemies never stop spawning, alright? The enemies will continue to spawn, they will continue to harass you. You're never gonna escape them. So yeah, you might want to just keep moving, you know? Might want to just keep a move on. Now, this section, while it's not overly difficult, it can get a little unpredictable when certain things happen. Oh no, like that. That right there. Yeah, oh no! Oh, see, I saw it coming, and there was nothing I could do. Okay, can I get the... Can't get the armor. But yeah, you saw the... Like, you saw it coming, I saw it coming, everyone saw it coming, but there was just nothing you could do about it, you know? There was just nothing to be done about it. I made a jump, and then an enemy just appeared in front of me, and yeah, couldn't do anything. That happens a lot in this game. But, again, this particular section is totally doable even with no super powered armor, alright? Okay, now this is gonna be a little tight here. Gonna be a little bit tight. There we go. There we go. And now fishmen. So I think the main thing to this particular section is just killing the enemies in a timely fashion. Like killing them before they get a chance to shoot at me. Okay, and hop over to the other raft. Oh, here we go. The fishes. It's kind of funny. This game can be so goddamn frustrating, right? It can be so incredibly frustrating, and like the cheap shots never stop coming. All right, like this game is full of cheap shots that will make you mad, right? Like that. Yeah, look at that. But the thing is that it's like it is an on the whole enjoyable experience, I think. Right? Like I think it's a damn enjoyable experience even with all that. I think it's because no matter how much the game bullshits you, no matter how much it kills you, it always gives you another chance. Like you'll never run out of lives in this game. Alright? Like this game will always give you more lives so that you can keep trying, you know? Like of course you won't keep your score, but you can keep playing the game, you know? Oh my god, the axe, one of the worst weapons you could possibly get. Okay, hold on. There we go. Alright, we got green armor at least. Green armor is better than nothing. Like, of course we want the gold armor, you know? Gold armor is what we want, but... And here's another thing, if we want to trigger the treasure chest to spawn, we've got to get a little dangerous, alright? So, like, if we want the treasure chest to spawn, we have to do lots of, like, awkward jumping. That's how you force treasure chests to spawn in this game, is you awkwardly jump just everywhere. Because like this game makes you do rituals to, you know, to get power-ups, right? I thought I jumped a little too hard that time, but it was alright. Like, I know there's more hidden treasure chests here. It's just I feel like I'm probably gonna kill myself trying to get them. I should have taken that jump. But momentum's a thing. Alright, hold on. There we go. So I think there's another treasure chest, like, somewhere, yeah, right there. There we go, we got the gold. Now let's see how long we're gonna keep it, right? Let's see how long we're gonna keep the gold. Probably not very long. But if I can at least make it to the boss fight with the gold armor, I'd be pretty happy. I'd be pretty darn content. I'd be a happy boy if I can make it that far. Funny enough, you don't really need the gold armor for the boss fights. Most of the boss fights are ironically easier than the stages that contain the bosses, you know? But it's just the armor helps so much to get through the levels. It helps so much. Okay, I think we're at the boss. And we can use our charge to like get around the boss's attacks. But to actually deal damage to the boss, using our regular like laser knife, that's how we want to do it. He's not vulnerable to attack yet. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to do an attack at me. Alright. There we go. There we go. So, hey, we made it on to the next level with our armor. Next level is a bit of a tricky one, though. Next level gets a little bit rough, so I don't know if we're gonna keep that armor for too long, but we'll see. Also, real quick, since I need to make things harder on myself, right? I wanted to ask a question, which is like, as we're doing the spooky month, you know, here, the spooky month of streams, I feel like I should throw something in. Like, I feel like at least once I should throw something into the spooky streams that is like not spooky at all, but like, I don't know. like just somewhere in there we need to have like a cute anime, you know, a cute anime girls doing cute things game, right? Like no particular reason, just like you know, we can find some way to spin that it's a horror game, right? Like I can spin it as being the real horror. I don't know. Oh god, oh god. Things just got a little tricky. Things just got tricky. Okay. Alright. We done it. So now, platforming. This is where the game expects you to actually know how to platform! Oh no! I'm a little rusty. Like, I'm a little rusty at judging the distances in this game. You can tell I haven't played it in a while. But again, it's all doable, it's workable. But I do know something real nasty's coming up here. And I got no good answer for it. Okay, just run! So yeah, the gargoyle, right? Goddamn gargoyles. I don't have a good solution to the gargoyle, alright? The gargoyle is a motherfucker, and he will chase you to the end of the level, but like I don't know of a good way to deal with him, unfortunately. Alright? I really don't know of any good way to deal with Mr. Gargoyle there. Like the crossbow or the bow and arrow. That's the only 100% method for defeating him that I know of. So you know, the one weapon that I hate as a power-up, right? That's how you beat him. Oh god, power down. I think we might have lost him now. Like, I think we might have lost the gargoyle. Because he's not swooping down to attack me anymore. So I think we might have, like, despawned him somehow. Which, hey, that works out for me. That works out for me, man. And now, again, now it gets a little complicated again. At least we got past the gargoyle, right? We got past the gargoyle, so we don't have to worry about him until the last stage of the game. And then we have to worry about him a lot. But until then, we have time to collect ourselves and, you know, and get good, right? Also, I don't know, I feel like I'm worrying too much about collecting point items when it's not gonna do me any good when we die. But it's just fun. It's just fun to get points, you know? It's self-esteem points. Feels good, like that sound, right? That sound effect. Also, I swear there was a little bit of corruption when I jumped over to this platform. I really, oh my god, they're gonna make me take the shitty one. Like, let's see if I can. Oh no, oh no, I'm stuck with the lance now. I mean, the lance isn't bad. It's just not the knife, you know. It's really slow. That's my problem with the lance. It's super slow and a little clunky. There we go, there we go. The knife is all you need. Hold on, I wanna get past these bats. Ooh, thanks. Oh, hold on, real quick. Alright, Frenzy, alright. Nice name. Yeah, I swear I see a little bit of SNES corruption when I when I get on these tower columns, the 3D columns. That makes me nervous, cause you remember how zombies ate my neighbors? The game just totally broke down on me, and I had to reboot. And let's hope that doesn't happen again. If it does, like, I might, before we do another, like, you know, SNES or NES stream, like, I might have to figure out what's causing, yeah, like, there's definitely some stuff happening. I might have to figure out why exactly that's happening, and try to fix it, like, before, you know, before another stream. Doing it live. But yeah, I kinda wonder, you would think the lance would be, like, the best weapon, right? But the knife is the best weapon. It just seems a little backwards. Yay, boss, let's see if I can kill it before it does its attack. Can I kill it before it has a chance to do anything? Not quite. Not quite. Okay. So all we gotta do is stand here and unload our special attack. There we go! So yeah. That's all you gotta do. Now, if we didn't have the golden armor, we'd have to actually dodge that shit, and yeah, ain't got time for that, right? Ain't got time for that. I said it before, and it can't be said enough, but the difficulty of this game is entirely based around what power-ups you have. Your have or lack of having them is entirely the difficulty of this game. Well, also, a healthy amount of bullshit random enemy placement, too. That also plays a big part in the difficulty. So hey, I love this stage. I both really love this stage, and I hate it at the same time, because this stage, like, it has a really strong visual theme, right? this sort of living cave, right? I love that. Problem, traps everywhere. Traps everywhere, the level shifts around. Enemies like to spawn underneath you, so yeah, that's fun, right? Oh, we're getting that good slowdown. Oh. And I do mean that good slowdown, because I want the slowdown. The slowdown is a lifesaver in this game. It's kind of like in UN Squadron when the game gets really, really hectic, right? And you want it. You want that slowdown so bad. Ooh. Alright, alright. There's so many things that can kill me. It would just be embarrassing if I got killed by a random green fireball. Alright. Precision platforming. Oh, what's back there? Nothing I need. Nothing of value. Oh, oh. Didn't quite jump hard enough. Well, game's gonna get fun now. Game's gonna get real fun now. Okay, we made it to part 2. That's good. Part 2 is good. So, this is the real difficulty of this stage, right? This is difficult because randomization. There is a ton of randomization happening in this sequence. The main thing that'll kill me is those purple gas vents, because the purple gas vents are a little bit like, and the little blue guys. So both the purple gas vents and the little blue imp things, they're both totally random. So, and I've had this happen before, but like, they can just spawn inside of you. Like, the enemies are inside of you, right? Like, so there's just nothing you can do. Like an enemy, those blue things too. Those big blue, I don't even know what to call them. But those things also, they spawn randomly, and they could just spawn inside of your character model. And if that happens, well, you know, sorry, you're out of luck. You lose. Don't know what to tell you, right? Okay, this one, as soon as that disappears, we need to go past it. But yeah, I love this game. I love it. It's just that it has some weirdness to it. It has some quirks that make it damn near unplayable at times, you know? But I still love it. I still loves it. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Power through it! Power through! Okay, we made it to the boss fight. We made it to the boss fight. So the boss isn't really that hard, but he can still kill me, alright? He's still pretty damn lethal. The only saving grace here is that you can slow the game down by constantly firing off your knife. And if you slow the game down enough, then all of the boss's attacks get really, really easy to dodge. That's the, again, it's just a tool. It's another tool in your tool belt. Use it, you know? Oh. Oh, the off-camera fireball. So now let's see if we can do the same thing we just did, but do it in a way that we get to the boss with our armor on, right? Because fighting the boss in your underpants is never fun. But yeah, see, now, okay, you saw the last couple times I did that, I made it through just fine, right? But that time, the purple gas hit me, and yeah, it's just the randomization. You know, sometimes it randomly shoots off before it should, and, you know, yeah, what can you do, right? You can die. That's what you can do. But the reason I like this game, the reason that it's fun, even when it gets unfair, is that as long as you have enough points, you get to continue, and you can keep playing. Alright? It's like getting free quarters at the arcade, alright? Well, as long as you play good enough, right? If you play really, really badly and don't get any points, then you don't get any more continues. But as long as you play half decent, you can basically keep playing indefinitely. So yeah, I like that. It's just forgiving enough. Like it's just slightly merciful enough that you don't rage quit the game. But it's not the game isn't your friend, alright? I think that's the best way to put it, is it's just forgiving enough, but the game is not your friend. It is not it's not you know, it's not being kind. No, it's just enough to keep you playing. Just enough. Alright, purple gas, get past it. That one, I'm gonna wait. Alright, yep. Don't try to... Oh, look at that, look at that. It almost had me, but not quite. Okay, so we're back to the boss, and we have our clothes on, alright? We have armor. So this time, I can survive a hit without dying. Very handy. Alright, I want to keep close to him, because what killed me last time was that I got hit with a fireball off camera. Like, I need to be able to see what he's doing. Uh-oh. He's transforming! Which, I love that. Look at that. He just turns into a little dragon. I don't even know what the point of that is, because it's not effective. It's not an effective attack. Also, I always wondered what the sticky white stuff in this room is. I don't know. Okay, so we got past one of the real fun stages. Now we're into the ice level, which the ice level is, I would say this is where the game starts to this is where the game actually starts to put on a difficulty curve. Oddly enough, right? I mean, it was kind of unfair and broken before, but I think this level is when you really start to feel it. When you really feel how much the game is playing you. Alright. Can I hit that without getting hit? Yes. Alright, so on its face, it seems nice and easy so far, and so far it is. It's also really pretty. I like the background in this stage. It's got good music, nice effects going on. This is 16-bit just right. However, the fun times, they're gonna get interrupted pretty soon when we get to the avalanches. Which, that sort of mechanic in a game, a lot of games of this era, they have some sort of an avalanche type mechanic, right? Like something that just comes on the screen and will kill you if you don't get out of its way or do something about it. And it works here, it fits a theme, but it's a little buggy is the problem. Like it's neat, it's just technically the effect kind of breaks every now and then. And not in a way that is really, not in a good way. Also, I like these, I don't even know what to call them. They buzz like flies, but they're like just knights, right? I don't know why they buzz like flies. They don't... Oh, hey, look, it's our good friend, Mr. Gargoyle. Again, I have no good way of getting past Mr. Gargoyle. All I know to do is just keep moving, right? Keep moving, and eventually, well, or you die, and then you don't have to worry about him anymore. But in these early stages, right? In the early stages, yeah, they always put the gargoyle right at a scene transition. so that if you die, you spawn in after the gargoyle, right? Because I think a lot of players just like, how do you deal with the gargoyle, right? How do you deal with him? And I think a lot of people don't know how to deal with him. I only barely know how to deal with him, and even then, it's not fun. You're in for quite a journey if you try to actually kill him. The thing is that like a lot of people, and myself included, like you'll get all the way to the end of the game, and you'll never have killed a gargoyle, not once, right? But then the last level of the game, guess what they do? They throw like tons and tons of gargoyles at you, relentlessly. Like just an onslaught of gargoyles, and you have to beat them. You can't run away from them anymore. And yeah, like because every gargoyle has been skippable up to this point, like yeah, you just won't know what to do. You're like, help. But yeah, it's I don't know, just one of those fun things. Alright, I need to get out of the way of the... Yep, there we go. Just get out of the way of the avalanche. So the thing about the avalanche, when I said it gets a little buggy, is that it's like a homing avalanche. In that... So you can actually, like, move backwards, or if you... It happens if you move backwards or you move forwards too quickly. And there's the boss here. But, like, the avalanche, as an effect, it's tied to the screen in a weird way. So, like, you can get killed by the avalanche even if you're not physically in the path of the avalanche. It's kind of weird. Okay, so this one, you gotta hit his eye, or at least close to his eye, right? Like, it doesn't have to be directly in the eyeballs, like, but at least on level with the mouth. There we go, there we go. So, yeah, boss fights. Boss fights in this game tend to last like 5 seconds. It's weird. The level leading up to the boss is the hard part, not the boss itself. That even applies to the super secret final boss, right? You know, once you beat Satan twice and then you gotta beat Super Satan, right? Like, even that's not a hard fight. The hard part is getting to the fight. Especially that second time around, because they make you do the whole game without dying. Which, oh, that's fun. But hey, let me pause so we don't waste time. So this is it. I hyped it up, but this is the final levels where, yeah, guess what? We gotta kill a bunch of gargoyles. So yeah, the crossbow. It's kind of a worthless weapon when it's powered up, but when it's in its base form, it's a really useful weapon against the gargoyle. Like So yeah, the gargoyle, the problem is, it's really hard to hit him, because he has like this weird tracking, right? So yeah, it's hard to position yourself in a way that you can physically deal damage to him. But, yeah, see, he's got this AI pattern where, like, he'll dodge up or down immediately. Yeah, like every single time you attack him, like whatever direction your attack is going in, he will immediately dodge in the opposite direction. So you actually physically can't hurt him unless you have a weapon that confuses his AI. So yeah, for me, that's the bow and arrow. Confuses it. It's not 100%, that's what I'll say. It's not a 100%, you know, victory kind of thing, but it allows you to get some shots in. It allows you to have a chance at killing him. There we go. Oh, he's going under the screen. Oh, that's great. Yeah, when he goes under the screen, that's when things get complicated. There we go, there we go. So yeah, the main problem with the gargoyles, once you know how to actually fight them, is that even when you know how to fight them, it wastes so much time. Also, I think there's a treasure chest here somewhere. But yeah, like the levels are all timed, and the timing's pretty strict actually. I know there's another chest down here. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, because of the strict nature of timing, and I'm gonna take the power up here just because, why not? Like the powered up crossbow or bow and arrow, I still don't quite know which one it is because it changes shape. But yeah, like the powered up bow it's kind of ideal for the gargoyles. It's just not ideal for anything else. I'm not sure if I killed him or not. I think I killed him? Like, okay, yeah, see, like, it kills them so good, you don't even know they're dead, right? Like, hey, that works out. Nice. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I jumped a little too hard. I didn't think we were at the end of the level already. Like, I didn't think it was too soon, right? Too soon. But yeah, you can, like here, you can really see the problem with the bow and arrow when it's powered up. It has a, like, it's weird because it's a homing weapon, right? Like it's a homing weapon that homes in on the enemies, but it's horribly inaccurate. And so it ends up never hitting anything. And that can't be working as intended. It can't be. There we go. There we go. Again, the main problem with the power up here is just that when you want to, like, when you want to hit small enemies that move around a lot, the homing arrow will it'll get stuck looping around in a circle on the enemy, and it'll just keep circling infinitely, forever. And it wouldn't, like, that wouldn't be so much of an issue if you couldn't, you know, if you had the ability to still fire your weapon while an arrow was out, right? But you don't. Like, if there's even one arrow still in the air, you lose the ability to fire. So, yeah, in a game like this that's constantly throwing enemies at you, you can see the issue. You can see the problem there. So yeah, while it's a fun weapon for sure, and it's really, really good against the gargoyles. It's just a horrible weapon for everything else. So it's kind of, I guess it's one of those pick your poison kind of things, you know? Do you want to be able to safely deal with the gargoyles, or do you want to be able to safely deal with everything else in the level? And I guess you have to decide which one's worth it. Like, which one you can handle, right? I guess, right? I'm sure like, it's not impossible, alright? It's totally not impossible to kill the gargoyles with a normal weapon. It's not impossible at all. It's just hard. It's just really hard. Oh, gold armor. And, yeah, Kevlarson, I don't like, look, I don't like to, also, trying to think real quick. I think we're done with all the gargoyles. I don't believe there's any more gargoyles that we have to fight, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the knife. It's a better weapon for the final boss. But I don't want to say I'm good. Hey bro, I'm good at video games. No, I don't want to say that, right? But like, I've played this game a lot. That's my problem, right? I've played it a lot, and just by virtue of playing it a lot over the years, you learn some things, you know? You kind of, even if you're not great at the game, right? Like, you learn the tips and or tricks. You learn what works and what doesn't. So, that, right? That's what I'll say. That's what I'll claim. I've played it enough now to know what works and what doesn't. Even then, it's a little tricky because there's way too much random. It's the same problem that Zombies Ate My Neighbors had, and I love Zombies Ate My Neighbors too, but like, it's that they randomize everything, and they randomize it so hard that like, it gets to the point where enemies are spawning inside your character model, and like, that's not difficulty, that's called broken, you know? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm average over a long period of time. That works for me, alright? It's just I really, really don't like to say, you know, hey bro, I'm real good at video games, tell your mom, right? Like, no. I just, you know, I just like to play. I like to play a lot, that's all. So yeah, I did say that this is the better weapon for the boss here, and I'll stand by that. It's just the boss can be a little tricky to hit. Like, even with a good weapon, he's a little tricky. And we gotta fight him twice, too. Yeah, see, look. I lost it. I lost my edge. I lost my edge. The funny thing is, the power-up, right? The golden power-up is not... It doesn't do anything here. It has no value in this fight. So I'm not really, you know, I don't feel bad about losing that. The weapon doesn't even really, like... The weapon's not even that much more effective, either. Oh god, we gotta kill this thing a little faster. We gotta kill him faster, alright? We're not killing fast enough. Because I don't know if you noticed, but there's a time limit in this game. There we go, there we go. So we killed Satan. Now we gotta kill Super Satan. And then Super Mega Satan. Oh god! So yeah, I was running a little short on time too. There's too many boss fights in a row. Oh, also, fun thing, right? I lost the bow and arrow, so now I have to fight those goblins with no bow and arrow. Yeah. Oh, I didn't use any new broth today. Didn't. Yeah, I just mixed water in. Ah, okay. Oh, that homebrew broth. Oh. And yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we sort of... Okay, we don't need the bow and arrow to fight the gargoyles, but it would really help. It would really, really, really help. Because, look, I will totally try to fight the gargoyles to death with the knife, but you'll see how that goes down, alright? Like, you'll see how effective that is. I think I can get up here. There we go. Alright, so yeah, Gargoyle is gonna be up here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got a... Alright, we got an armor power-up. That's nice, but it doesn't help me that much. And yeah, the long-necked chickens, oh, they're a fun one. But okay, so yeah, the gargoyle over there, right? So with the bow and arrow, it's easy. But with the knife, which is normally the better weapon, it's not so fucking easy. Because yeah, he dodges. He dodges like a motherfucker. Okay, hold on. There we go. It's kind of tricky to bait them into that position, but if you can do it, if you can bait them into that position, by all means do it. Alright, so the only tricky part to these guys is that, you know, you don't want to accidentally jump into their fireball. That's the only tricky thing about them. Okay, so we can get back to the boss. But yeah, if you don't have like the super weapon power-up, if you don't have that, like yeah, the gargoyles are not fun. They're just pain. They're just pain. And the ghosts, which we haven't seen the ghosts since the pirate ship level, right? The ghost pirate level thing. I don't really know why they're here, but yeah, I don't like them. Okay, so gotta beat the many forms of Satan again. All right. which this time around, I'd like to be a little bit quicker. Because that is entirely the problem here. Alright, like we have to do this and we have to do it quick. It's just so easy to get hit by him. Like the fire, right? The fire is it's rough. But I'd say the eye lasers. The Satan eye lasers. That's the real tricky one. And when we get to form number 2, okay, so we get to form number 2, and now he's got the big blue lasers, right? Like he's got the big kill you dead lasers now. So if we can charge up, this is a surefire way to hit him. Alright, little cheesy, but it's a surefire way to get hits in without getting hit. Although he can totally hit you if he gets close enough, alright? There we go. There we go. So yeah, there's many ways to do that. So hey, the game's over, you win, right? Oh, Arthur, I'm so glad you came to help me. That's slow typing. But not even you can defeat that fiend, Sardius. Oh yeah, they called him Sardius in this version of the game, not Satan. That was the original. So, okay, yeah, you need the goddess's bracelet, right? And hey there, Arthur. So, okay, so she once wore the bracelet, and that's why I was attacked and captured by the demons. Okay. I barely managed to hide it on the way here. Oh, I sure love that typing. Please, Arthur, come back here with the bracelet and release me. You are my only hope. So yeah, this is kind of, I think this is where a lot of kids just got really angry, and a lot of SNES controllers were destroyed. So they are. So yeah, the game just starts over from the beginning again. And yes, Arthur, this was also a Sega Genesis game, but I'm more a fan of the Super Nintendo version. I like the Super Nintendo version better. So here's the thing, right? So after you beat the game, you have to go back to the very beginning, and you have to beat the game a second time. But yeah, but there's two caveats, right? One, you have to beat the game with what is really like the worst weapon ever. And two, you can't die. Like, not even once. If you die, you lose the bracelet, and then you have to find it again. So you've got to beat the game twice with a shitty weapon, and with it's got to be like a no-death speed run, basically. Yeah, that's where most sane people, they're like, you know what? I beat it once. I saw a good enough ending. I'm good, right? Yeah, I mean, no, it can be fun to do it again. I would say maybe in a lower difficulty. Professional difficulty is actually harder than like there was an arcade version of this too, and professional difficulty on the Super Nintendo, it's actually harder than the arcades. It's unfairly hard, and I'd say it's, unless you're really looking for a challenge, it's not really fun to beat it through the second time on professional difficulty. That's what I'd say, you know? And just catching up to the chat real quick. Oh yeah, I think Ghouls and Ghosts, that was the Sega Genesis one. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, that one was... Wasn't it Ghosts and Goblins originally. But that was the Nintendo one. This is the Super Nintendo one, which has all kinds of new features. But yeah, I like this version. This is my preferred version of the game. However, since I do have a bit of a, I don't want to take, into the morning hours to do this. I have a second game that I wanted to play, and it follows the same theme as Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but we'll actually beat it 100% completion tonight. And it's a game that is dear to me, and it's a favorite game of mine, even more than this. And there's a meowing cat in the background. We have our poor starving cat. Someone should have fed him something today. If only he'd had some kind of food. I don't know. If only he hadn't, hadn't eaten his food and our other cat's food too. If only. He is adorable.
I'm sure it's about food today.
I think he just wants attention. I think he just wants attention. And Arthur, that does sound neat. That does sound neat. But all right, we're gonna move on to game number 2. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna change out the Twitch information. Don't worry, the second game is very much in the same vein as this. And anyone who's a regular, you know what's coming. You know what the game is, right? You know it. It's good old Maldita Castilla.
Isn't that exactly the same game?
No, it's not at all. It's the same style of game, but it's a totally different thing.
What's going on with our cat now?
Our cat really wants our attention. Oh, he wants attention so bad. Oh, Burn, just let the kitty play a game. That's all he wants.
He can give a quick cat cameo if he lets me.
Alright, let's see. So, oh,
Yes,
he's adorable. Oh, he wants down. He wants off. Oh.
Yeah, but he takes more to it lately.
Yeah. Alright, so okay, I set it up in Twitch, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna just wipe this off the screen. And I'm gonna get Maldita Castilla ready for you guys, and I hope you'll enjoy. And we are gonna 100% completion that. I will 100% Maldita Castilla any day of the week. So here we go. Let me set it up, and let's go ahead and get it going. Oh, the cat wanted a stick.
I assume.
Well, he'll take it, maybe. Yep. All right, here we go. I hope it looks okay on the screen. Let me double check that it looks okay. I think hold on. Let me see if we can. Okay, we got it. So real quick, do tell me, how's the audio right now? Is it too high, too low? I can adjust. Before we get started, I want to adjust it and make sure that it's good. But this is like it's like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but it's a little different. And Maldita Castilla. I think the title will come on, and you can see how it's spelled in a second. All right, here we go. Yeah, Maldita Castilla by Loco Malito, which they make really good retro style games, and this one is just totally free. You can just go to their website and download it for free. Like I love it. And well, okay, yeah, my voice is louder than the game sounds, which that's where we want to be. It's how loud is the question. One sec, I'm gonna tab out for a second, and I might wanna adjust it. I'm gonna make it a little louder. Not a whole lot louder, but just a little. There we go. So yeah, like. Alright, so anyone who doesn't know, like, anyone who doesn't know Maldita Castilla, but you do know Super Ghouls and Ghosts, all I can say is, like, this is like a more fair version of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, alright? It's fun, it's fair, but it's also very, very difficult, but not like bullshit difficult, if that makes sense. So okay, there's plot. There's actually plot with this one. Alright, here we go. Chapter 1, Tolomera del Rey. So yeah, like, immediately you'll see lots of similarities. You'll see lots of similarities here. But, yeah, this has a few improvements over the formula, right? And also, how you get to that super secret special ending is a little different in this game. So in this game, there are secrets hidden throughout every level. And in order to get the true ending of the game, you have to get all the secrets. That's how you do it. Also, there's no double jumping in this game. There's no double jump, but you can control your jump in the air. So it's different than Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but not like not super different. But the overall presentation and how it plays is very similar, and that's exactly what I want. Also, you have a health meter here, and that alone that's an improvement. Like, you don't just die in one hit anymore. You die in 3 hits, so you can mess up a little bit, you know, and that feels good. You don't want to mess up. I'll tell you right now, you don't want to mess up, but like, you can mess up, and that feels good. So, here's one of the first secrets, the cross. There you go. So whenever you see a cross in this game, you kneel to it, and something good will happen, alright? So any cross, like anytime you see a cross just anywhere for any reason, just, you know, kneel and pray, and something good will happen. The game plays around with that too later on, and there's some altars that you can pray at that bad things will happen. Alright, here we go. Mini-boss time. The Beheaded Knight. So, okay, like in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, the best weapon in the game is the knife, right? In this game, they start you off with a knife, but what you want is the axe. The axe is the best weapon, and the little fairy helper is the best power-up that you can get. Because the fairy helper, she gives you a little extra damage, which is always handy in this game. Alright, bonus time. But yeah, the reason the axe is good is because it deals a lot of damage. It deals more damage, I believe, than the knife. Not like a lot more, but more. And it has an arc to it, too. Like, it has a firing arc. So, okay, I can't pause to show it, but there's a little cross etched in the wall there. So if you hit the wall enough, there you go, you get Mora's Tear. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for Mora's Tears. If we get all of them, there's one in every level, then we get access to the super secret bonus stage, which is how you get the true ending of the game. But there's also other secrets that we need to get. Like the Mora's Tears that's only like the first layer of secret, alright? There's multiple layers of secret. And I learned about this game, from someone else, from watching a different stream quite some time ago. I learned about it just, you know, I guess you'd call that word of mouth in a weird way, in a weird modern way, but yeah, like, ever since I learned about it, this is one of my favorite games to play. I like Super Ghouls and Ghosts a lot, but I like this one more. So, for God and Castilla! Our character is quite the paladin. or Spanish conquistador. I think that's his proper title. Alright, Chapter 2, Road of the Harpies. Which, I hope you like Harpies as an enemy, because you're gonna get a lot of them. Alright. Look at them cute little harpies, right? Like, they are the most adorable harpies. They look more like, they look less like, I don't know, like large birds of prey with, you know, the female head. They look more like chickens. Like green chickens with a woman's head. That's what it looks more like. So, most adorable harpies ever. I also really like this game kind of, it sort of threads a needle between being like, you know, cute sprite-based graphics and going into like horror imagery, right? It threads a needle there. I think it does it well. Yay! Potted meat. Roast meat, I don't know. Some kind of meat on bone. Could be a lot of things, I guess. And yeah, half-breath. It's a very Spanish game. It's a very Spanish game. And no, quesadillas! Oh. He's down. So the two-headed vulture. I wish Kevlarson, I wish you could choose to be one of the other characters. I think the only thing that would have made this game better, is if you could somehow, like, multiplayer co-op it and play as one of the other conquistadors. Like, I think that would be a lot of fun, right? But no. You can only play as Don Ramiro here. Or Ramirez? Ramiro? I kind of forget. One or the other. Oh look, jump boots. I don't want the jump boots. The jump boots are a downgrade. So this is like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, in that, like, yeah, you can totally get powered downs. Or I guess by powered down, I mean, like, just a power-up that's, you know, not quite as good as the power-up that you have, right? I think that's maybe a better way to say it than just a straight-up powered down. Oh, there's your windmills. Oh no! And we died. So yeah, it is, like, even though you have a health bar... No, you can die in one hit. Falling damage will still kill you dead. So here's the trick, right? So in order to get the best ending of the game, you need to beat the game without losing a continue. Alright? Because this game does have, like, continues, extra lives, all that good stuff. It's okay to die, alright? This is what you need to learn, is that it's okay to die, but you can't die too much, because then you miss out on the good ending. So you can die a little, but not a lot. If you die enough times to lose all of your extra lives, and you have to use a continue, that's when you no longer get the best ending of the game. That's when you get the bad ending, or at least one of the bad endings. There's multiple bad endings in this game, which I do like that. There's multiple bad endings, but only one good ending. Alright, here we go. Boss fight, fun times. So yeah, this is where it would be really, really handy to have the axe, right? The thing about the axe, like, what makes it such a really, really good weapon, is it has an arc, right? Like, it arcs around and hits things, like, it hits them, even if you're not standing on the same level as them, right? Like with the knife here, oh god, with the knife, I have to be, like, standing on the same level as this guy, and you get hit a lot like that. But if I had the axe, then it would arc over, and I could stand on lower ground and hit him. Alright, so hey, we did it. So, getting points, getting lives... Again, you want to get all the lives you can get, so that if you do die, you can still get the good ending. So, bonus stage time! Oh, look at the cute little cricket mutant demon monster things, like, playing their flutes. Oh, they're adorable. So all of this loot is completely worthless except for the crown. There we go. Yeah, the only thing you want out of the bonus round, really, is the crown. That gives you an extra life. The other stuff gives you bonus points, which is cool, but you want the extra life. Alright, now the assault on the castle! Oh. Which, I like these knights that just fall apart when you attack them. Okay, so this guy... So hey, it's the mini-boss from earlier, right? It's just now we have to fight him while there's little like elf archer guys shooting arrows at us. And he works a little differently now. Like you have to bait him into attacking you. Oh, there we go. So yeah, their trick is you hit them once, they fall down. You hit them a second time, then they're dead. But like, you kind of have to. You have to walk away from them to trigger them to pop up again. There we go. And there's a bunch of coins here. I'd like to get them. Like, I am gonna try. I'm gonna try to do this with all my, you know, without losing a continue. So I should maintain my score till the very end. So I would like to try to play for points. You know, play for points a little bit, right? Like, obviously getting to the end is more important than points, but points are a good bonus. So we have two ways we can go here, and if you just drop straight down, right? If you just drop straight down, you'll continue with the level. This is fine, right? It's fine, but that's not how you win. That's not how you get the real end. Alright, so I need to lose the fairy for a little bit, because we just got a key, right? Got a silver key. Now, here's a little trick, right? There's a nice holy statue, pray to it. And you get invincibility. So now, yeah look, all this stuff just appeared. I can just jump right through it. So yeah, the important thing is that we got the silver key, alright? The silver key is the important thing, that's what we want. I think he'll... There we go. We got it. Alright, so I'm taking a little detour here for a certain thing. There we go. It's those bonus lives. Those extra, sweet extra bonus lives. Also, extra bonus time. Like, you want bonus time whenever you can get it. But the main thing was the silver key, alright? The silver key is what we really wanted. And you'll see why in a second. Down we go again. So we could go to the right, and that'll end the level. But if we go to the left, there's a little secret door here that you needed the silver key for, and there's a Mora's Tear. So yeah, you have to go out of your way sometimes to get those. Alright. And skeleton. Alright. I like how they're just dancing around and then they explode. I love that. They're just having, like, look, they're just fun dancing skeletons. Why do you have to bother them? You know? Okay, here we go. Mini sub-boss time. The Manticore! Look at that beautiful flowing beard. I love that. Like, all of the big monsters in this, they have, like, majestic beards. There we go. And he's dead. Oop. I'll take my mysterious meat. I'm sure it's fine. It's just been in a treasure chest for a while. Alright. I'm sure it's had proper preservatives and everything. But it's all good. Alright, so the wall faces, you don't have to kill them, but it's a good idea to do it. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Sent me all the way down here. So yeah, that's why you want to kill the wall faces, because while you don't have to, like, yeah, if they hit you, it's gonna knock you down. Like, you are gonna get hit, and you are gonna get knocked down the level, and it's not gonna be fun. So I like to take care of them, you know, before they become a problem, right? Alright. And, okay, you know what? I want the points, so I'll kill that one too. There we go. The axe is still the best possible weapon for this, I think. Okay, it's just a weapon thing. Alright, moving on. So, there's another one of those secrets you have to get in order to really win. So there's all kinds of, you know, fire and books and monsters here, and that's great. You gotta jump up here, and there you go. You get the best book ever. So that's one of the requirements. And it's a reference to one of Loco Malito's, to one of their earlier games. Oh no! Oh no, we got ripped. We got ripped. I stood up a little too early. The good thing is, I have 4 extra lives. That's why I went out of my way to get extra lives earlier. So here's the thing, right? Like, so when you get those secret items, if you die, you've gotta go and do it again. Like, the Mora's Tears, those stick even if you die. Like, if I get a Mora's Tear and I die, it's okay, it's fine. You keep the tear. But if you get like one of the secret items you need for completion, that is not persistent. That will not persist with you. You have to get it again. All right. Yeah, only within the level. So it's not a ghouls and ghosts situation where you have to go through the whole game again. No. All right, here we go. So we have Crazy Quixote. And you can only hurt him when he's on fire, so... Alright, there we go. He goes up into the ceiling, lights himself on fire, and now he's vulnerable. And then, yeah, then he stops being vulnerable. See, again, the axe would have been really, really handy here, but I don't have it, so we gotta fight him the slow, painful, and hard way. He's mostly not a problem, but some of his attacks can be tricky. Also, I don't have a very good weapon here. So oh god, the axes. Alright, there we go, he's down. But yeah, oh yeah, those fireballs that come out of the ceiling at the end, those can kill you. You can die after the boss dies. Yay! And yeah, I will say I have not read Kevlarson, but I know the story. I know the story. So alright, the swamp of Malventura, don't go in it. Bad swamp, bad adventure. I get to flex what little Spanish I remember, yay, and how it works.
Why do these flies have faces?
Everything has a face. Everything has a face in this game. So there's another one of those secrets.
Yeah, but does everything have a human face?
Oftentimes, yes. It's just one of those things.
Completely call the faces of those mouths human.
Yeah, okay, that one not so much, but a lot of the monsters have human heads, so it's the theme. They're so cute.
No, they're not.
So here it's kind of just better to keep moving. Yeah. So there's an enemy in this part, the mermaids, which... So the mermaids, they try to hurt you. They are enemies, but if you fight them, you will no longer get the best ending. And oh no, I got thrown off my turtle. Oh. But yeah, so I have to be kind of careful in here when it comes to attacking. Like, if I even accidentally hurt a mermaid, it's no good ending for me anymore. Even though the mermaids are evil and will attempt to murder you, you can't hurt the mermaids, alright? I'm not sure why exactly it's a bad idea, but you just no good ending for you if you do it. So I really should stop, like, just throwing my axes around. It's not a good idea. Alright. Oh hey, look, this guy, you know, I thought he was done in the castle, but no, there's some more. Alright. And I think we can, yeah, there we go, we can pray there and get a little secret extra life. Again, anytime you see a cross, go ahead and pray to it. Alright, so the mermaids, they're gonna start popping out real soon. Here we go. Mermaid time. They, you know, so majestic. So majestic. They will kill you dead. Gotta be very careful. And extra time. Yeah, like, the axe is the best weapon just simply because it's fast, right? Like, look, it has a really fast rate of fire, and it has a good arc of fire, too. Like when you attack with this, you can hit enemies even at a different, like I don't have to be, yeah, like I have an altitude advantage when I use it, because it's the way most of the bosses work in this game, and most of the enemies in general, is that like I have to hit his head, and like this arcs perfectly to hit his head, like. So I don't have to do like convoluted jumping and all that. Like I can just stand at a good spot, you know? It just works out the best for everything. And get my piece of chicken there. So now we get to a real fun part of the game. I love it. I'll light my way. So anyone who likes like light puzzles in games, like, yeah. So if the little imp gets hit for any reason, even if it's my own weapon, the screen goes completely black. So I have to make sure he doesn't get hit, or that I don't accidentally hit him. Which, yeah, oh god, they're clubs. So there's two big secrets in this level, and one of them is not too hard to find, the other one is really hard to find. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, you just want to start shooting randomly if the light goes out, because enemies can just start running up to you. So, I'm gonna get my bonus time. And, alright. So, there's a shield, I don't need it. Well, I am gonna need it, but... yeah, here we go. So, I have to navigate this minefield here. And yes, I just did that jump in the dark. Okay, so here's another one of Mora's tears, alright? That's why we just went through that gauntlet, and we have to go through it a second time now. Alright. No, because we have to jump through a minefield to get there, and then we have to, if we want to get out alive, we have to jump through the minefield again. Yeah, but the idea is not to die to get out. Alright, so now, oh, the big guy, which, he just looks creepy. I don't know, it's something about his... It's like, I feel like he should be wearing pants, but no. Alright. So there's one other secret in this level, and this one's time consuming. Like, we might get killed because of time, unfortunately. But we'll see, no wait, secret's not up there, it's over here. Okay, it's been a little while. So we break through the wall, there's a crystal ball, right? Cool. What do you do with the crystal ball? Well, this is one of those items that seems to have absolutely no purpose, but it has all the purpose, in fact. So if we take the crystal ball, and we take it all the way back to the beginning of the level... Oh look, it's the Smurfs! Yeah, the little Smurf village, yay! So yeah, that's the secret for this stage, the little Smurf village. So okay. With that done, now we can go to the end of the level. All right. And we're really short on time. Like we're hurting for time right now. So we might get time killed. We'll see. Alright, so oh look, you fell into my trap! Yes, the little friendly purple imp is in fact not a friendly purple little imp. He wants to murder us, so okay. So he's dealt with. And yeah, so what the Smurf people did is it's a secret. Like that's it. It's a secret that we have to get in order to beat the game properly. It's like when I threw a couple of shots into the water earlier on, and like we got the sword from the Lady of the Lake. Like that doesn't do anything, but you need it to. Yeah, but it's just like it's a secret, and you need to get all the secrets in order to get the best ending. So that's what it like if you want to like some kind of a gameplay, right? Like a gameplay advantage. That would be what it did in gameplay terms. It's purely for the good ending. I mean, it would be cool if like it did something, but it's fine. What it did is give you a feeling of accomplishment. How about that? Alright, and boss down with 10 seconds to spare. That one's cutting it a little close. Time is going to be against us the more we go on. The levels get longer and longer, but you don't get any more time to complete them. Okay, bonus stage, which also, the axe makes doing the bonus stage a little bit easier too, because of that arc. Oh, am I gonna get you? There we go. There we go. All right, I got the extra life. Sweet. So, Chapter 5, The Cursed Forest. So this is technically the last level of the game. Technically, all right. So like if you don't get all the secrets, this is where the game ends. All right, is at the Cursed Forest. What's up there? Nothing I need. Oh look, it's a giant lizard dragon thing with a luxurious beard. I love how like everything has just a luxurious mane. I don't need that. I don't like it would take me a bit of time to get to it, and it wouldn't be worth it. Didn't want to get hit, but I want the fairy really bad. Like the fairy will make certain things a lot easier. So hey, look, we got a bonus life for getting extra points. Also, see, okay, so real quick, there's a really easy to miss thing here, right? There's a really easy to miss secret. It's the tree. So this tree has a cross carved into the trunk of it, right? Boom. Yeah, okay, so that's the final Mora's tier, alright? Final tier. Also, the forest is a maze. The forest is also a maze, and indeed, Viper. God in Castilla. Oh. But yeah, so like the forest is kind of a maze here, and it goes up, down. So we went down to get in here, which means we need to go up to get to the next, to get through the next door. Alright, so I needed the fairy for, to timely dispatch those enemies. Now I need the key, alright? So I went up, I need to go down next. Now there's mermaids here, and you remember what I said about the mermaids. You don't touch those mermaids, alright? You don't touch those mermaids. Okay, so we went up last time, which means we need to go down this time. Alright, down we go. Alright. Now, I think we're done with mermaids, so I don't have to worry about, throwing my weapon around all willy-nilly. Hey, chicken meats. I think that's chicken meats. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Yeah, I know. Mandatory last level maze. Oh, hey, look, it's our good friend, Mendoza. Oh no! Yeah, Mendoza, zombie Mendoza. So yeah, the other conquistadors have not been so successful in their adventures. All right, they have not been so successful. Like we are best conquistador. Oh, our other good traveling companion. Oh no, Don Diego, also a zombie. Oh, foul demons. Oh no. There we go. There we go. They're down. And Castilla is a castle. It's a castle. They will pay for this, I swear. Alright, so now on to the final stretch. Yay, more mystery meat. But I'm trying to like look at the chat while I'm also doing the thing. But yeah, it is also a region, but like it's also like, so if you want to go by the English title of this game, right? Like the English title of the game is Cursed Castle, and so like if you want a translation for Maldita Castilla, like that's close, you know. Again, my Spanish ain't the best, but from what I do know. Alright, let's... So there's one tricky jump, right? There's one jump that I always struggle with in this level. It's right here. I always have a hard time lining it up right, but there we go, we got it. So, oh, look at the cute little cauldron. Alright, I'm just trying to time my hits so that I get the bubbles as they come down. There we go. Yay, coins! All the coins! And mystery meat! And thing I don't need! Alright, let's go win the game! Let's go beat the game. Beat the video games. Final boss. So it's Mora. You know, the person we've been collecting their tears and everything? Yeah, it's them! Oh. Which, not what you'd expect, right? Like, not quite what you'd expect for, like, a final boss in this kind of thing, but, like, yeah, there you go, right? But she's not done yet. Too hot for Twitch! Alright. Here we go, Mora Snake now. The true final boss. Oh! I should have gone with a different weapon for this fight. The knife is actually a little better for this, I would say. Like the problem is the axe is for once at a disadvantage in this fight. Mostly because like lining up your shots is a little tricky. Yeah. Like, so I can't quite hit her, right? Like I can't quite hit her with the way that they arc. So for this fight, for this one fight, right? For this one fight, the sword, knife, sword, whatever, like it's actually kind of better for this fight, I think. I mean, the axe is fine. The axe works just fine, but like you have a lot more reach with this weapon. And I think the reach is kind of worth. I think the reach is worth a little more than the arc. In this one instance, right? In this one fight. Okay, so yeah, see now I can just hit her from the other side of the screen. I don't have to worry about positioning myself. So all I have to worry about is dodging. So in a way, it's kind of like Super Ghouls and Ghosts, like at the end of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, like suddenly you have to use a weapon that's not very good to beat certain enemies. It's kind of like that, you know? Except honestly, the sword isn't like the sword is fine. You know, this weapon is absolutely fine. It's just normally the axe is better. Normally the axe is a lot better. Just, it's the one fight where it isn't. So there you go. Game over. Right? For God and Castilla! Alright, so he who turns friends into foes and girls into beasts. Oh. Prepare to meet my steel. Alright, so okay, here's the 5 tiers. Oh no. So yeah, okay, real final level time. Alright. Time for the real final level. Chapter 6, The Realm of Pain. So yeah, this is a real ass final level here, alright? And no, like the English title is, it's like cursed, or maybe I'm thinking, like, cause there's been multiple releases of the game. I think at least 2, maybe more. I think it was Cursed Castle, but it might have still been Cursed Castilla, right? I'm not 100%. Because there's more than one version of the English title, too. And I will say this, like, okay, like the version that you can get, for instance, on Steam, I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, I kind of feel like it, in a way, it does give you more content, and that's cool. But it also changes some things in a way that I don't quite like. So I didn't really mess around with that version too much. Okay, so that's what we're up. Well, that sounds even different from what I like Cursed Castile EX. Like, well, I don't think I've even heard of that version. So like, okay, I guess there's more than 2 versions even now. Okay. Like, it just keeps going, and I don't need the coin. Don't need it, because this level is really timed. Like, this level is pretty rough on the timing. I don't think I need to slow down. Alright, so... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! Enemies everywhere. Yay, potted meat. Or, I don't know, is it potted? I don't know. It's a pot roast? Pot roast and potted meat are 2 different things, I think. So there's an item over to the left that I want. I don't need it, but I really want it. I'm probably gonna get killed going for it, but I want it anyway. Yeah, you know what? Like, let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. You know what? I think I'm good. You know what? I think I'm good. Okay, so the little imp guys, right? Like they are not in fact infinitely spawning. They aren't spawning infinitely. They will go away at a certain point. Okay, I want the axe. There we go. Again, the axe is my preference. It's good in 99% of situations. The 1% it's not good for is a small part of the game. So okay, here we go. So, Armored Death. And this is one, you can see why I want the, like, you can see why the axe is pretty nice here, right? Like the axe almost perfectly matches up with an arc to hit him. Hold on, this one, I don't wanna get cornered. Like, letting yourself get cornered is a surefire way to die in this game. There we go. An easy trap to fall into in this game is like, when the enemy attacks you, you back off to the corner of the screen, but that's really not a good idea. That's a really, really bad idea, actually. Because if you get trapped, right, like, if the enemies push you to a corner, you've got nowhere to go, so like, yeah, so like their attacks, you're at their mercy, basically. You don't want to be at the enemy's mercy. That's a place you don't want to be. Alright, nope. Nothing I need. Okay, I think there's a couple of secrets in here. There's a few secrets, but I think they're coming up soon, not just yet. Anything I need? Nothing I need. Okay, gotta kill these guys. And we gotta kill them kind of quick, too. Alright, one more should do. There we go. Okay, so... Cross. Boom! A note by Jean Raymond. Awesome. Also, there's this guy. And an extra life. Want the extra life. Definitely. Definitely want the extra life. So the main thing that I'm worried about in this stage is time. There's a... Like, look at the time limit, right? Like, I'm getting really, really short on time. Okay, so we get the invincibility, and don't worry about any of this stuff. Don't worry about any of it, because we got a boss to fight. Alright, like look, we've got a short time limit, and we've got mini bosses to fight, and we've got a whole level to get through, like, oh god, there's no time for anything. Ain't got no time for this. Alright, and hold on, real quick. Yay, bonus time! Real quick, let me, just to answer the chat, let's see. Let's see, a story about continuing the levels in this game. So yeah, okay, so Mora and her tears, like, that's how we got here. Like, so if we didn't, if we didn't get all of the Mora's tears, we would never have gotten to the realm of pain. Like, the game would have just ended after fighting the Mora snake. That would have been the end of the game. So yeah, like, the Mora's tears, like, that allows us to get to here. Like this is the secret end game, basically. This one's tricky. Like, they give you jump boots, and that's nice, but I don't need them. I'd rather keep the fairy. The fairy is much better. Alright, so, oh god, this hallway. You know what? I'm not gonna fight those guys. You know what? I'm not gonna fight them. Because I don't need to fight them, because, like, well, I don't get anything out of fighting them. Oh. Although they were guarding some meat. I have one hit left in me, and if I get hit, it's you know, it's done, right? Stick a fork in me and I'm done, but... Okay, I think I killed him, so... Yep. Oh god, oh god. I have 41 seconds left, so I'm on a clock, right? I'm on a pretty tight clock here. Pretty tight clock, and I have to... Alright. So that guy... Like, I could do this faster, oh god. I could do this faster, but the thing is that, like, when you rush too much in this game, there's no surefire way to die, right? Like, there's no easier way to die than to, you know, to go into, like, Sonic gotta go fast mode. That'll ruin your day. Bad things will happen. Alright, so here we are. The true end game. Prepare to die. TM, trademark. Okay, so we get some bonus time. I already have the weapon that I want. I got 70 seconds to beat the final boss, alright? 69 seconds. Let's do it. Okay, so we got us a long-ass boss fight here. Slam that attack button. So yeah, I have a very short amount of time to beat all these bosses. Like, each one is a little boss with its own health bar. And I honestly don't know if I have time to beat all of them or not. Like, I don't know if I can mash my thumbs that hard. We'll see. Gotta go faster. Gotta go real fast. Okay. And now we just gotta beat the real final boss here. Okay, I got 50 seconds. Well, a little over 50 seconds, but still. Loose Pharrell. Oh. So he's got a fun attack pattern. He's got his little pointy finger lasers, which, yeah, they got a pattern on him. And then the blue wave attack. Oh god, oh god. Eh. Main thing is just you can't get too scared of him. Like, if you back off too much, it's not gonna end well. And he's got little imps. Little imps are gonna start spawning all over the place. Fun, fun. But mostly, like, if I can bait the attacks, like, every attack kind of hones in on where you're standing when the attack goes off. So, if you stand in a good spot, you can kind of bait his attacks into hitting an easy-to-dodge place. Classic trick, but just, you know, that's the idea here. And again, I'm trying to, like, I'm going faster than I should, because I need to kill him. Okay. Now we have 22 seconds to beat the real final boss. Which is his heart. The evil heart. So, oh yeah, all the little blue ghosties coming out of it. Oh. There we go. Final boss down. 11 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds on the clock. Yes, the clock still goes even when it's playing its animation. Its death animation. 8 seconds, please die faster. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. There we go. Here ends your reign of darkness. Yeah. It's kinda... It is a little bit like, a little bit cheap that the time limit still goes even even after the bosses for the level die. Like sometimes you can kill the boss and run out of time. Which that's not a good feeling. Alright, so if we did everything right, if we got all the secrets, like, of course, we got all the tiers because we had to get to the final stage. But if we got all the secret bonus items, then we're gonna get the very best ending of the game, alright? So that means getting Mora's tiers, getting all the secret items, and never using a continue, alright? And we did die a few times, but never enough to use a continue. Alright, so we proudly trot off to our king, right? To say we did a good job, we saved the world. Oh yeah. The curse is gone. And depending on whether you got all of Mora's tears, depending on if you got the secrets, there's a couple of different endings to this game. Like there's I think like maybe 3 or 4 different variations on the final, like the final ending. And of course you get a different ending if you have to use a continue. Like if you have to use a continue, then yeah, you get a bad ending. But let's see if we did it all. Let's see if everything's cool. My king. The demon that haunted our lands is gone forever, and with him the curse of Castilla. So yeah, so it's the region, I suppose, but hey, no, the whole region is free. Your bravery is unrivaled, Don Ramiro. The bards will find no words for your prowess. But wait for it. Could I grant you a gift in gratitude? Just a decent grave for my fallen friends. And charity for their families. So yeah, your heart is kind, Ramiro. And so it will be the feast for your victory. So, we're on the good ending here. Yay! Look, we get our own bard. Yeah. And the fairy, the magic fairies here too. Enjoy this moment of glory. You can be proud of your great play, but the question is, did we do everything? Yeah, but are you good enough to become a legend? So we broke the curse, we saved the Amadis from the flames, we invoked the Lady of the Lake, we were kind with the sirens, we found out the Smurfs, we found the note, and we used no continues. So we did everything we need to do to get the perfect ending. So yeah, that's the checklist for completion. That's the have you done everything right list right there. In lieu of, you know, super ghouls and ghosts making you beat the game twice, like, you know, with a crappy weapon, right? Like, in lieu of that, this game just has a list of secrets that gives you the real nice good ending. Which, here it is. So the real good ending is that you get to see a statue. For God, Castilla, and the glory of the arcade times. So there you go, right? Like, there is your final good ending. And it tallies up all of our points, which we got a lot of them. Could have gotten more, but we did alright. And so it ends. And so it ends. So yeah, I to this day, like, this is kind of my favorite, like, it's my favorite, this, like, super ghouls and ghosts style game, right? It's one of my favorite arcade type games to play. Because I feel like it hits all the right notes. Like, it doesn't just have the look down. It has the style and the feel of, like, a 16-bit era arcade title. It has it, right? But it has just those little quality of life improvements that I think make it more fun, you know? Like, it has a little more plot going on, right? You know, it makes the final good ending, it makes it rely on you finding the secrets and playing well, not making you do some convoluted beat the game twice with a crap weapon. You know, it feels more natural, and it's more fun to actually play, and I like that. So for me, this game, it beats out Super Ghosts and Goblins, or Super Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Goblins, or X variation of that game. This wins. This wins to me. So, alright, let me quit out of this one. I like it, but we're done with that. Alright, let's go back to our desktop. And for tonight, oh god, there's ultimate ghouls and ghosts. Oh yeah. But for tonight, I think I'm gonna, like, go a little shorter on the stream tonight. I just wanted to have a nice, fun arcade style spooky stream, right? But yeah, this time, like, I wanna try to go to bed before 4 in the morning, you know? This time, right? We might have to start these streams a little earlier, in fact, so that I can wrap them up sooner, so I'm not staying up till like 4 in the morning. We might have to do that. But anyway, that's all for this stream. However, next stream will be it's gonna be Daymare 1998 again. Mixed feelings, right? Whether you love or hate that game, we're gonna alternate. So we play Daymare 1998. We play that, then we play something else, then we play Daymare again. That's the format until we beat it. You know, whether you love or hate it. But yeah, so if you're not a fan of that kind of game, maybe sit next stream out, right? But the stream after that, I'm gonna try to have some more, some more classic spooks. All right. I was thinking of maybe playing Shadowgate. All right. I like Shadowgate a lot. For Shadowgate for the NES it's a real fun game, and I think it fits for horror. I think it fits, all right? Like just barely, but I think it fits. Although if anybody else yeah, so yeah, the NES version, Kevlarson. The NES version. Cuz it's classic. Come on. But if anybody else knows of some, say, NES, SNES, or DOS. If we want to get PC, right? Like, if there's any DOS, like vaguely horror themed games, let me know, and I'm gonna try to get them in there. Okay? Because I mean, like everybody knows, like Friday the 13th for the NES and Nightmare on Elm Street for the NES. Like, of course, everyone knows those, but I'm just looking for something fun that fits the theme, and especially DOS era. Like I know there's a couple of good DOS era horror games. We might not play the whole game, but we'll at least look at it. Um, Alone in the Dark comes to mind. I have Alone in the Dark. I have Alone in the Dark 1, 2, and 3. So we can look at those. But anything else? Anything else that comes to mind there? Hmm. Oh yeah, the original clock tower. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to get PS1 clock tower going. Again, it's mostly like I don't think I could get my hands on a copy of the game in time for Spooky Month because importing. Um, that's kind of the issue. Sweet Home, which I've heard of that. What is that? I'm trying to think like what that game is exactly. Hmm. But I mean, like for more modern titles, there's a bunch I can think of. But I would like to try and fit as many like classic, like old school horror or just spooky themed games in there. Um, I'm trying to think if there's any other games that I could like just obscure stuff, right? I'm trying to think of them. Hmm. Okay, okay. So it was because I know there's like something of that title or close to that title that's more modern, but okay, for the NES and it was Japan only. Well, I don't speak Japan though, so that might be a problem. Hmm. And oh yeah, I could do classic Resident Evil. Although look, hey look, we're doing Daymare 1998. Isn't that good enough? Oh, but yeah, we could always do just good old school Resident Evil. We could. Or old school Silent Hill if you want to. Are there any? I've played a couple of the Silent Hill games on the stream. I'm trying to think if I've played all of the old ones. Like, I think I've played. I think I've played Silent Hill 1 on the stream. I think we did 2 at some point. I think we did 3 and 4. Did we do 3 and 4? Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember if we did 3 and 4 or not. But like if we haven't done one of those, then we can do that. But yeah, I guess if there's a translation patch that works. I have played some, like Japan only titles that have fan translation patches for like the SNES. Star Ocean comes to mind. Um like for Star Ocean, the first one, like that one never had like an English release, so there's a fan patch for it, and that game is awesome. Like the first Star Ocean is pretty damn awesome. But yeah, you have to play it with a fan translation patch. Hmm. Well, I imagine every Resident Evil in a row would be hard to like. You'd have to do that over multiple days because like the games are not exactly short, you know? Like I'd say if you know exactly what you're doing and you're badass enough of a dude, I'd say like you could probably beat any given Resident Evil game in a couple of hours, but that's still a couple of hours. Like you're not gonna get through all of them in one day. I mean, physically, like you have to sleep, got to eat and sleep and go to the bathroom. Like I don't think you can do it. And when I say a few hours, I mean like 5 to 8 hours, right? It's too long to to get through them all. Um, but a marathon, just like over a couple of days, a marathon would probably be pretty fun. I mean, I'm one of those weird people that I like the. It's kind of funny because it used to be the new Resident Evil games, but now because the most recent Resident Evil was nothing at all like any of the other ones. So I think of like the I guess you'd call them the middle Resident Evil games now, like the PlayStation 3 era Resident Evil games. Like that'd be RE 5, 6 and the various spin-off titles in that time frame, right? I'm kind of a fan of those because they're more action games than horror games, and I kind of think it really works as an action franchise. Hmm. Hmm. But anyway, since everybody's clearing out of here already, I think we'll call it an early night. Any suggestions for horror games? Like again, put them in the Discord. All right, like put them in the Discord channel, and like I'm collecting titles right now. I'm just I'm getting some titles, seeing what might be fun, and nothing is set in stone for this spooky month. So I'm getting to it when I get to it. Hmm. Oh the remake of RE2. I have been wanting to take a look at that. I have. The thing is, I've never beaten the original Resident Evil 2. I've played it. I've played it. I just never beat it because I always, for one reason or another, I always lose interest. Like midway through. But yeah, I'd be down to check out the remake. Like I'm sure it's fun. I feel kind of weird, right? Like I feel weird playing the remake before playing the original. It's like watching the remake of a movie before you watch the original. It feels weird. It feels really weird. It feels wrong. But that's my problem. That's my problem. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get out of here. All right, tomorrow it's Daymare 1998. If you don't like it, just skip out on that stream. Come back the stream after. We'll have some more old school stuff for you. All right, but I want to see where Daymare 1998 is gonna go. I have like that game is weird. I don't know where it's gonna go from here. So, and yeah, cheating on the old game with the remake. Exactly. That. Um, But I also want to put it out there real quick before we get out of here. We need to play at least one game during the spooky month that has nothing to do with spooks, right? But it needs to be scary for some other reason. Again, like some cute anime game or something, like just something totally off the wall, right? And we need to make it the scariest game ever. I don't know. I don't know what that would be, but I mean, hey, there's that new Atelier, however you want to say it. There's that new one. Eh. Anyway, all right, let's get out of here. Okay, let's get out of here. See y'all next time. Okay, see you next time with some Daymare. Tough it out. Tough it out. Good night. So, and oh, how could I forget the most important thing? Before we get out of here, you gotta remember to brush your teeth. I've been forgetting it, but it's very important.